was a little girl and had boyfriends in grade school. I would have multiple boyfriends at the same time. And then I cheated on him with like 4 guys. I was always open and honest about it.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Neg Entropy Chronicles. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and click that notification bell to be alerted anytime I drop a new video. So, if you looked at the thumbnail, you know what I'm on. It said, for better or for worse, my wife cheated, now we're swingers. Now, I'm gonna really be honest. I'm gonna look at it, try to be as objective as I can be, because the truth of the matter is that I try my best to be understanding and middle ground. So let's really look at it, because I ain't listened to it. We're gonna see it together. You feel me? We're gonna be rocking with it as a team. You dig? So let's not waste no more time and get into it, alright?
This is Christina. She fell in love with Mark. Despite being in love with Mark, Christina also found she had eyes for other men.
I kept cheating so much and I just couldn't stop.
When I did find out, it was very devastating. I was heartbroken, to say the least, about it. I started thinking, oh, maybe I'm not good enough for her.
Rather than let the cheating break the pair up, they decided to explore new experiences as a couple.
I just said, let's try this swinging thing.
But the pair found that their new relationship choices were not received well by friends and family.
I said, oh, really? I said, oh, swinging. The family, they found out on TikTok, and what they did was go around to everybody.
All right. So here's the thing about TikTok that I don't like. Look at what she said here. When I couldn't stop cheating, so I convinced my hubby to become a swinger. And then she used filters. Let's really look at this, man. You see this here? It looks mad feminine. Like she just removed his masculinity out of all of it. That braggadocious thing. You know what I mean? I get it's for better or for worse and things like that, but let's really talk about it. For better or for worse, still have parameters and rules. Like, you can't just do certain things and y'all supposed to be together forever. You know what I mean? Just period. But, geez, the braggadociousness of it, I don't like it.
Everybody else and talk about us behind our back. Yeah, so we've been together for 17 years.
Wow.
And we've been married for 15 years.
We did meet when we were younger in school. I actually had a crush on her. I tried to touch her. She just totally dissed me.
So, you heard what he just said. We met in high school and I had a crush on her. She didn't want to give him the time of day. He has always looked at her like she was the best thing that was since sliced bread. That's how he looked at her. Yo, man, I want her. I just want to be with her. She didn't want him. But now all of a sudden they married. We'll see the story. Maybe they'll talk about it. Hopefully they do. But truth of the matter is that she didn't want him at first. But because he wanted her, he gets with her. And then she presents this, then he's going to rock with it because that's the best thing he's ever seen in his mind. So he's going to be loyal. Man, yo. Manosphere, they call him a simp and all of that. I ain't going to call him no simp. But it's not looking good for him as an individual because of the situation. How she says, yeah, I cheated on him and then I convinced him. That sounds weird. And it sounds wrong, right?
So that just made me want her so much more. And then later on in our 21, 22, we ended up meeting at the bar, and things just kind of went from there.
Yeah, we are soulmates. We finish each other's sentences from like day one.
You can finish anybody's
I've struggled with monogamy my whole life.
Enough.
Ever since I was a little girl and had boyfriends in grade school. I would have multiple boyfriends at the same time. And then I cheated on him with like 4 guys. I was always open and honest about it. And just monogamy is not natural for me.
When
the comfortability, even afterwards, there's no remorse behind it. Yeah, she said she wasn't comfortable with monogamy, but still to be able to be involved with somebody, and when it's a disheartening thing, yeah, I cheated on him 4 times, and she just talks about it so candidly, like, yeah, I did it, yeah, I did it, it's whatever, like, come on, man, like, it sounds like she just took his whole manhood.
I found out it was very devastating for me, because at that time I could have been monogamous with her the rest of my life because I loved her like that. I was heartbroken, to say the least, about it, because I started thinking, oh, maybe I'm not good enough for her.
Where would this be cool if it was a man talking on the opposite side of it? We would feel remorse or sympathy or empathy for the individual that's being cheated on, right? We would be like, man, that is horrible. We would feel horrible. You know what I mean? But somehow, this dude is like, I wasn't good enough. In my mind, I thought I wasn't good enough. You know what I mean? Like, she was mentally abusing this man. This is Stockholm Syndrome for real.
The bacon is done.
It was hard for him to accept that, like, that I was only in love with him and only wanted to be with him forever, but yet wanting other men. It took a little while for you to, like, really comprehend that.
That's some player stuff.
But now I get it, and I'm totally on board, and I love it now.
No, he don't. Look at his face.
So we got into swinging about 2 years ago. Is when.
Look at his face. That wasn't somebody that's accepting of it. You just came to terms. You just settled. You just agreed, like, man, this is all it is. Yeah, this is the most beautiful woman I ever saw. This is all I know. This is all I've ever wanted. So I'm gonna just put up with whatever. You know what I mean? Shout out to Will Smith and Jada Pinkett.
When we started couple swapping, we've been hooking up with unicorns our whole relationship, though. So a unicorn is a single female that hooks up with couples, and we don't have relationships with these unicorns because we're not polyamorous. It's purely hookup stuff. Here you go, baby. For me, it was just I just desired to be with other men, and then I would feel super guilty about it. And I had done it with every relationship. When I try to be monogamous, I am not the happiest person in the world. I'm kind of like bitchy, so.
You are very bitchy, yeah.
I know. He sees such a difference now that I'm not monogamous. Like, he sees, like, I'm just so much happier.
2020, right?
Yeah, you wish you would have done this years ago, right?
Right.
So, even looking at that, homie looks like he might be shy. So maybe that's why his inflections, his energy and things like that might be a little off. But when you're looking at it and listening to it, he's more soft-spoken. She's more boisterous in what she's talking about. But when you look at it, he's more calm, just like, yeah, you know, this and that. And all she said was, I was unhappy being monogamous. I was unhappy. But she's happier dealing with multiple people. You know?
Mm-hmm. So we've been together 17 years. We didn't know about Tinder. We've never been on Tinder. We've never been on dating apps until now. We did not know that you want to find photo verified people.
Yeah.
So we actually got catfished about 3 times. Our family and friends, they basically all found out that we were swingers through TikTok. The only one that didn't was my mom and my brother. I had those conversations with them.
Hey, how are you?
Well, what about her father?
She was down visiting me, and she told me that her and Mark are dipping into swinging life. I said, oh, really? I said, oh, swinging. Really? I was surprised. not shocked, but surprised.
Uneasiness.
The rest of the family we knew would be judgmental. So yeah, they found out on TikTok, and basically what they did was go around to everybody else and talk about us behind our back, but never saying things to our face. Never once has one of our friends of 26 years said, I saw that you guys were swingers and I accept you for it. They all want to follow my TikTok, but yet you've been my best friend for
So if you look at the videos, when he said no numerous times to us becoming swingers, he decided he wanted to stay married and finally said yes when I couldn't stop cheating, so I convinced my hubby to become a swinger. Look at this. Those filters. Look around him. Purely emasculated. Look at her energy. She looks dumb happy. He looks like somebody that's subscribing to a lifestyle just because he wants to keep her happy. Has nothing to do with anything else. He just wants to keep her happy. You see what I'm saying? That's all it is. And that's, hey, let's not get it twisted, Like they said, for better or for worse, some people view better or for worse differently when they come to the terms of the Bible. But he's like, hey, this is what I want to do for my woman. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to disrespect him, but you can tell he looks very emasculated just on the what is it called? The filters. Because I've had people try to put filters on me. I'm like, you better get this out of here. I ain't finna be looking like some female and all of that stuff. Like, no offense to it, but you're not finna do that to me.
26 years, you've ghosted me. You don't talk to me. You don't answer my text, but you think that you're going to follow me on TikTok? No, I'm going to block you.
And then talk crap behind our backs.
And then talk crap behind our backs. That's what they do. It's been difficult because it's shown us who our real friends are.
Yes, I know there's some.
Oh, man. Shows us who our real friends are. Now, granted, anybody talking behind your back is unacceptable. But she said, she felt like those people were going to say, hey, yo, I accept you for who you are. Being a swinger is a very small facet of the realm of that lifestyle. Just being involved from one human to another, male, female, whatever. Being a swinger is very minute. It's very small. So to think people are just going to run on and accept it is a egotistical thing. You're going to accept me for who I am. A lot of people ain't gonna do that. They're gonna be like, really, bro? It's men. They're gonna look at their own homeboy like, dog, you really cool with your girl dealing with another man? And if you talk to men, they be like, oh no, we got 2 women. They be like, oh, all right, cool, do your thing. You feel me? But when it comes to be like, oh, she got other men. They gonna be like, what? What are you talking about? You see what I'm saying? So they acting like it's just an open dialogue that everybody can willingly have. It's just delusion.
Haters and
haters.
I think Christina handles it fine because Christina's a very strong individual. I don't have any concerns. They seem to be happier than they've ever been.
So we're going to go TikTok live. We are going to see if our viewers have any questions. Do I want this part of my hair down? Maybe I do. It's ridiculous how nervous I get about going TikTok live. 27,000 of my followers are on right now, which is pretty good for 10:30 a.m. Hello, TikTok live. How are my people doing? All right, so let's take some questions. So he said, do either of you get worried about liking it better with someone else? We don't get worried about that. We have a very secure relationship. We've been together for 17 years. And that's also where the communication comes in when you're a swinger. You want to communicate all the time. If those feelings even start to happen, if feelings that are more than just having a crush on somebody starts to happen, you need to talk to your spouse about that. Okay, good question.
Now, she is definitely right. You want to have conversations. You definitely want to be open in your dialogue with your person that you're married to. You definitely want to have open conversation because that's the person you're supposed to go to the end of the road with. So yeah, being open about the conversations, anything like that, it doesn't have to be in this realm. It can just be every day-to-day thing. No, I didn't like that. Or, hey, I don't want to talk. You really getting on my nerves right now. You're very irritating. Or whatever. There's nothing wrong with being being able to have the dialogue and have a lot of communication open. Because if that's the person that you're married to, that person has your name, or you have the name of the person that you're with, you want to be able to communicate with them because you're in it for the long haul. Because the more open the conversations are, the more open the communication is, the better your chances are of having a successful marriage. So yeah, they're not wrong in that.
So do you ever get jealous? Somebody said. I don't get jealous. I have had like 2 instances where I've gotten irritated, but not jealous. I'm very secure in our marriage, and I'll let Mark answer if he gets jealous or not.
At the time that I got jealous, she actually had a side piece, and mine
2
was
of them.
kind of like ghosting me and acting a little crazy, and so I just cut it off with her. So I had no side piece, but she did, and it kind of made me a little bit jealous.
We definitely.
Wait a minute. Y'all married and y'all running a swinger life, but you had 2 side pieces and you ghosted your husband? What? Yo, homie, I ain't trying to be rude, but stupid. How you get ghosted by your wife? She got 2 side pieces, which she said blatantly, because obviously she's really with being open. I had 2 of them. And you got mad because she ghosted you? Dog, you ain't have nobody, which shows that he's not really on this lifestyle. Because she ghosted him. And she had 2 side pieces. And you got ghosted. But you her husband and she ghosted you? Shows she don't have the same level of respect. I'm trying to be calm in my wording, like not calm, but I'm not trying to denigrate him. But the truth of the matter is, she's running this relationship. He's not the head of the household. He's not the masculine energy that she really wants. Because if he really came in with the 1-2, she would have never ghosted him. Even if she was willing to cheat and all of that, she would have still had a level of reverence and respect for him as a man.
Put on a show to the world, especially when I was a business owner in a small town.
Right.
We just acted like we were just,
A normal monogamous couple.
We didn't want people to know what we did behind closed doors because we were afraid of the judgment.
But that's how it's
But now
supposed
we
to
just
be.
don't care. We're proud to be swingers and out of the closet and
Out of the closet?
Yeah.
Totally agree.
Swinging
Man,
has
he just
changed our
follows.
lives for the best. I mean, not only are we happier, we're healthier, mentally, physically. We don't allow toxicity in our life.
Right.
We only allow positivity in our life.
We're active all the time.
We're active. It's made us just more attracted to each other. It's made our love deeper.
Yeah.
Man, look, let's really talk about it. Me watching that's Stockholm Syndrome. He's not really okay with it, but in his mind, it's probably happy wife, happy life. And he's allowing things that he is not comfortable with, things that he's not rocking with, things that he's only doing it to make sure that she's happy. That's it. Because when you look at their dynamic in their relationship, she runs it. She is running it. Like, let's be very clear. She's running it. He's just following suit. Yeah, yep, it's okay, honey. Yep, because I love you. Mwah. Wait until he hits that breaking point where he just be mad one day. She do something where she go real extra and he just knock everything over the table. I'm sick of this. Well, you knew what I was and you subscribed. You knew what I was when I told you. And whoa, 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 whoa. And he be like, I'm tired of this. In my mind, it's just like, I would go in a movie. God, it's interesting. The only thing that I'm like with is the communication. Every relationship should have communication, definitely. But yo, homie is in a place where he ain't got no real homeboys around him. Like, dog, get out of it. she just abusing you, whatever. Because if this was flip side, you would never be able to make an episode like this. Because everybody be telling women, man, you stupid, get out, man. This is horrible, all of this stuff. Ain't no dude subscribing to this. Period. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm a hunter-gatherer warrior. I ain't putting up with some nonsense like this. Like, yo, I've been cheating, all of that. I get one time somebody might cheat on you. You might be like, maybe you're willing to forgive it depending on what you was on. Who knows? You don't know. But to understand that he ain't never made no movements like that, and he just kept taking her back, and then he made the adjustments to make sure she happy, because that's what he saw in her. He saw that she was beautiful and he wanted to keep her. But she don't want him, for real. Maybe that's my thoughts. Let me know what you think down in the descriptions. Comment on this. Tell me what y'all think. And then let me know what else y'all want to see. New subscribers, original subscribers, man, we 241 strong. We're trying to get this up to 500. Let me know what y'all think. All right, everybody. Peace.